We love summer, and a lot of times when we're visiting with our green thumb, we're talking about, I love talking about keeping our grass green, not killing the plants outside, but you know what? Sometimes we need to talk about what we have going on with our house plants as well. And today we have Don Kinsler back with the NDSU Extension Office. Thank you so much for coming back in.
Well, good morning. Great to be here.
I was telling you about all the plants that I typically kill, but hopefully today you're going to help us out, help all of us out, because I'm not alone.
Well, you know, it may seem funny to be talking about houseplants during the summertime, because sometimes we think, well, that's a wintertime thing. We're indoors, so we enjoy our plants indoors in wintertime. But actually, summer is a really, really good time to talk about houseplants for a couple of reasons. First of all, if you buy a new houseplant, in the summertime, you don't have to cover it up. You know, in the wintertime, you need to treat a new houseplant between the store and your car almost like a newborn baby, you know, covering it up well.
Yes.
In the summer, you can just take them from the store or the garden center right out to your car, take it home. Also, when you're working on plants, like what we're going to do here today, much easier to do it outside. You know, get the dirt outside instead of on your kitchen table.
Right.
And you can use the water hose, and so really the summertime is a great time to be doing some of this.
I love it. Okay, and so everybody's like, oh, I want one of those. I thought that was a mother-in-law's tongue.
A couple of names for this. One is snake plant. The other is Sansevieria, which is the botanical genus. And another name for it is mother-in-law's tongue, which is kind of a cute name. Now, this is a plant that could certainly stay in this pot for a while yet because it's not overly crowded. But one thing about growing houseplants is growing more of them.
Yes.
And now when I look at this plant, I'm seeing 3 plants in there. See snake plant increase by sending out underground kind of little rhizomes, so you get increases and eventually the pot would be full. But I think I would like 3 plants instead of 1.
Yes.
So we're going to take and divide this. Now, plants that you can do that with are plants where there is multiple plants coming from the crown, you know, the soil line. So all plants can't be divided, but those that you take a look and see multiple plants in there, we can divide. So let's actually do this. Now, to get this plant out of the pot, I'm going to run a knife along the inner edge of the pot, just to loosen it up. Okay, then if we tip the pot on its side a little, give it a little shake.
And this is why outside is a good place to do this.
Yeah,
we can do it inside too.
Exactly. So now if we take a look, I'm going to gently pull these apart a little bit to see kind of where the divisions are. Okay, and I've got a knife. I'm going to cut gently down kind of through just to help pull these apart.
So you're cutting through some of the roots though.
Yep, cutting through a few of the roots because usually with my thumb, I'm feeling a little bit of a kind of a joining plant with the original. So I'm cutting through that.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, and we've got a plant with some roots on. That's the main thing. There. Now I have 3 plants, both the kind of the original plant and 2 offsets. So let's get these potted up. So where we had 1 plant, we're going to have 3. Now, I like clay pots because they breathe well, and for people that tend to overwater their plants, keeping them too soggy, clay pots breathe through the edge.
Oh.
And so they're more forgiving of what we do.
Good tip.
We might wonder, okay, what do we need to put in the bottom, like for drainage?
Right.
You know, my mother grew houseplants wonderfully. She always put pebbles in the bottom for drainage. But a lot of research has been done, and they found that houseplants will actually drain better if you do not put that pebble in.
Oh, really?
Now, a lot of the older houseplant people, they knew how to do this. They knew how to water. So, to pot these up, we're going to add a little high-quality potting mix in, and then we're going to place that in.
Does it matter what kind of potting mix? You said high-quality potting mix.
Exactly. A good quality mix from a garden center. Use good quality material because these are going to be in there for quite a while. Plant it at about the same depth that it was and fill the pot up with soil because when we water, it's going to settle down. So there. Then we'd water this thoroughly. And
this is just for looks, but how cute is that?
Yeah, isn't that great? So then I would pot up the other 2, and where we had 1 plant, we've divided it into 3.
I love it. Okay, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, but we have another project with Don right after this.